So I now realize that I should actually put the Constitution modifiers on this sheet, because this is the sheet where all the hit points are, and it'll be very easy to go back and forth. Yeah, I'm going to do that next time. Okay, very good. Okay, put rest on the sheet. Okay, so there's still a few people that are really good. In the morning, Jeremiah Bloom comes by. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So he's the cleric guy, the jovial cleric guy, right? Wow. So Strick told me that you guys got hurt last night. Okay. I'd be happy to lay on a few cures if people are really injured.
I think Nina's really
Me. I'm really injured. Me. So is there anybody that needs any cure? Me. Because I'd be happy to cure them. Me.
Nina could use some curing, and I could use some Firefly.
Is there anybody besides the NPC that needs some cure?
I could use them.
Oh, very good, excellent. Okay, well, that's 5 points of curing. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Very good, sure. And Troya says, well, I could use some curing too. I could be using some curing. Oh, that was really very good. Thank you. That was more hit points than I had.
If anyone's going to cure Nina, it's going to be you. What are you doing?
Well, I can only spare a couple of cures because I need to use the spells for other types of things. If there's anything else that I can do for you, just let me know.
Nina's actually about to die.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Does that girl always
Are
eat
you
that
listening?
What?
much? Does that girl always eat that much?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's...
And no matter how much I eat, I still don't get hit points back. Woe is me.
I think she's got some kind of curse on her or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm cursed to eat this much. And actually, it's a good thing that I do eat this much, because if I didn't have the extra hit point from my blubber, I would have died back there. So she was holding on just by her blubber. Okay. So could you heal me? Could you heal me? Could you heal me? Maybe, please.
3 points.
3 points. Oh, that's good. That's good. Almost equal.
So, Morin, what do you know about the Gordesh you were asking me about them yesterday? Oh, well, actually,
Before we talk about
yes,
Gordesh, I want to hear your story.
Yeah.
Drop down in the middle of the night. We have to fight monsters twice.
That is actually good.
I want to know what's going on with you.
So do I.
Well, you were teleported in.
Yes. So all I know is
From where? Do you know where to work?
Exactly the name of the continent. Well, we were having a small little skirmish, out in the forest.
Skirmish.
Skirmish.
What sort?
A whole bunch of us were basically trying to, convince these mages from, basically burning down and destroying our forest.
Oh.
So we went over there to ask them to stop,
What?
and they just started this onslaught of explosions. I got picked up in the air, changed into, I don't even know what I am.
Looks like a half elf, right?
Hey, it looks like I have a video.
You're a half elf now.
And sent God knows where. But you guys know where I am, but I don't know how to get back home. So.
Wow. Why did they do this?
What were you before?
Good question. That's a good question. What were you before?
I'm a centaur.
You're a centaur.
Centaur.
Right on.
This gets weird by the minute.
Yeah, you're the most half-elfy looking centaur I've ever seen.
I'll go and feel the ears.
I'd like to do a no arcana on this effect of changing someone to something else.
Okay, sure. No arcana on everything. No arcana on everything.
21.
21. Excellent. Well, polymorph basically allows you to change one creature type into another creature type.
Okay.
So it'd be very easy to change a magical beast like a centaur into a humanoid like a half elf. Right?
Okay.
But polymorph only lasts for hours tops. Right. No, it's in units of 10 minutes, so it should have run out, last night while he was resting.
So why would it not have run out? Is there any? Did they do anything after they changed you? Because you should have changed it back after they changed you.
So what's it like to have 4 legs?
It's kind of normal. I guess I would ask you what it's like to have 2 legs, but I'm currently finding out for myself. How does that feel? So I move a whole lot slower.
It's unstable. You don't even know how they can stay upright half the time.
So this is a dexterity of like 2.
Yeah, he doesn't have a dexterity of 2, but he's got pretty bad dexterity. Okay.
It's a little harder to stand.
So did they do it? I mean, are you interested in becoming a centaur again?
Oh yeah, I'd like to get somebody to undo this and get back home.
Did they do anything after they changed you? Did they do something else after they changed you?
They sent me over here.
Okay, I'd like to do an work on what could possibly have caused the polymorph to not.
That was actually part of the original
Oh,
thing,
that's
and you wouldn't know. You don't know.
Okay.
Okay. You've heard rumors of stuff like, very high level spells like permanency and other types of spiels and yada.
Okay.
But that would have to be an exceptionally powerful wizard to cast permanency.
Okay. Wow. And to undo that,
To undo that, you should just use its spell magic.
a dispel magic.
Yeah.
And but there'd be the whole difficulty class thing.
Yeah, there's some difficulty class thing, but sure, whatever.
Would be against a difficulty class of a really powerful wizard. Okay, well, yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, that's assuming, by the way, that it was a permanency that was done to it. You don't know. There could be other types of things like that.
Can we undo the teleport?
Can you undo the teleport? No, teleport doesn't stick around, so it's not an effect that actually stays on you, so there's nothing that can actually be undone to it.
I think we'd need to know where to teleport you back.
Oh, I know where to go.
Yeah, but the problem is the person casting the spell would need to know where to teleport you back.
I don't know how to get them there. If I know how to tell them how to get there, then I'll just go there myself.
There you go, yeah.
I think you're stuck with us until you figure that out.
Yeah. Well, actually, this place where we're traveling, it used to be the Gordeshi Empire used to be there.
Oh yes, come camp out on the ruins of the Gordeshi Empire.
And they actually knew quite a lot about magic. So we may be able to find something there with which to send you back. Or undo this transformation that was done to you. So if you'd be interested, we're going there anyway.
Chances are it's safer than here.
Yeah, these guys just got attacked last night.
It's not safe any place I go.
Does Barnaby know where he came from?
He came from there. Now he's here. I don't know much, but what I speak is the truth.
Why did we have to pick him up?
What? He would have died otherwise. Would you want someone to teleport in and die? Would you?
No. Well.
Can I ask a strict question?
What?
So, who attacked you this morning?
We got attacked by some badgers.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's an infestation of them along our path.
Bad. Like big badgers or?
Big badgers. You probably never seen one.
Gonna look over at that guy. Hey, scratch my head.
So, by the way, on a more technical note here,
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that your daily memorization of stuff is going to be days, person, detect, poison, true resistances, magic missile,
No,
color
I
strike.
changed that.
You have to tell me if you want to
Oh,
change
I see.
that. Okay, so that's it. I'm just about to say, and if you want to change that, you need to let me know whenever you memorize it.
I've now memorized Daze Person, Flare, Resistance, and Ray of Frost on the 0 level.
Okay.
And on the 1st level, Color Spray and Summon Monster.
Okay, flare, resistance, ray of frost.
He wants some bad red on his own.
There you go.
I'm sorry, what were the first level spell?
Color Spray and Summon Monster. The magic missile's gone, it's useless, it's worthless. Summon Monster.
Oh, you like that summon monster action. You're looking, hey, that summoning thing, that's pretty cool.
It worked really well, I'm gonna do it too.
Magic
Magic
missile.
It's
So-
useless. Look, it only did two hit points for as the Badger, and the Badger was cool, and it took hits,
That's right.
That's true.
you know?
Magic missiles aren't gonna take it.
Understood.
I know. Okay, if you actually use the spell this session, you're going to have to use the Summon Nature's Ally list. Because I haven't made up the Summon Monster list.
Oh, okay. Do you have a PHP? Oh, you haven't made it up, okay.
No, in the player's handbook and the way that the challenge ratings for the different things work is that your Summon Monster 1 is a challenge rating 1/2, and then Summon Monster 2 is a challenge rating, 2, and then they go up by 1 every third one, but it's every other level.
Okay.
Right? So it's very weak. Up at higher levels, the monsters are lame, okay? And they're just damage shields. Okay, right? What I've done is I've decided to change the way that all summoning works, okay, right? So that the monsters are actually quite cool. They are quite cool and they're quite useful at every single level. Okay, right? However, you need to maintain concentration on them in order to keep them here, keep them around. Okay. So, you are all healed back up to full except for Nina.
And me.
Oh, and
Did
you?
we sleep the second time?
No, you didn't sleep the second time?
I'm at 12.
Oh, you're a 12. Oh my God. I didn't realize that your total was that big.
My total is enormous.
Yeah, it is ginormous. That's amazing. Okay, very good. So, what?
I'm tough.
Okay, you're safe at camp. Nothing could possibly harm you while you're at camp. Nothing at all.
Listen, we're just marching during the day.
Yeah, that's quite okay.
Besides,
So,
will protect us.
Right.
He's got a guard.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
whenever we get like free time, when we could talk or whatever, I was hoping to talk to Morin about stuff.
Go ahead. Is there something specific that you want to talk about? Or
I'm
just say
actually
that
working
you
on the
talk-
carcass of the cat. I'm trying to cut off a little piece of fur and keep it.
You gonna start doing some training?
Right.
I'm gonna sit. Was that?
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna sit down next to him and start talking.
Okay, very good. So you are that's fine.
Okay. So you were asking me about Gordesh yesterday. Do you know anything about Gordesh?
Like most people, I know very little, but perhaps more than most because I think it is of significant importance. What
You should be a
what is the nature of your interest in Gordesh?
I just answered the question, but really evaded it quite effectively.
So I don't think I'm from the same place where you are. So I don't know what most people from where you are would know. And
They think it's a lush tropical paradise, and there are incentives that are sold to ship people down
No,
here.
I'm talking about the Empire.
Yes.
The Empire back when it was an empire.
Well, we know a little about that. What upsets me is that we're herded here and promised paradise, rivers run with honey and gold in the ground, whereas
That's a great idea.
whereas in reality there is a darker side that sleeps under the ground.
So what is the darker side? What is this darker side that you're talking about?
Are you going into politics?
Please tell me. I think the salvation of my tribe lies with something to do with Gordesh.
All I
together.
know is that the Empire tried to leave signs, signposts, messages, warnings perhaps, and they have been stamped out, destroyed quite purposefully. So whatever hit them was overpowering and sudden. They saw their doom and they could not stop it. That is my fear.
They saw their own doom.
Yes, they did.
Wow, interesting. So you were looking at my ring earlier. Do you know anything about the stone that's in the middle?
I'll try examine, but I looked at it before.
Before I tried, yeah, you
Right.
tried.
You know.
I
You
thought it
definitely
was.
know
I was
it's not the magic.
right. I thought it was another kind of malachite, and perhaps it is, but it's not one that's familiar to me. I'm hoping to head over to the miners once we get to Golden and talk to them about stone. I think a lot of what remains of Gordesh and their messages would only be preserved in that medium.
By the way, you know that the Gordeshi recorded virtually everything and stone all along, right? So if something came along with which to destroy it, then it would, or something came along with which to get rid of it and all this other stuff, it would actually have to be pretty substantial. Because you know that there are stone markers like the sundial and the various other different things which have been around forever, right? And they're still perfectly working and they're still perfectly fine, right?
Do I remember anything from a visit to the city that would have something to do with warnings?
Mm-hmm. Has something to do with warnings?
Right, like signs that the Gordesh were trying to no.
There was lots
First
of
thing I heard
the city
sounds like that.
you never got to, because you had to follow Cyrus the entire time.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure,
right?
yeah.
And there were lots of times that Reddier tried to tempt you, but you didn't take the temptation. Okay. So there's lots of stuff you haven't seen yet.
No regrets. I was just wondering if I did see something.
Yeah, no, you didn't see anything. Right? While you're having your pulse-pounding conversation about the Empire of Gordesh, right, Yaman Hazim comes over and says, please, excusing me, but could you get rid of the foul carcass because people are complaining. So
Almost done.
Okay. And I don't understand why you are cutting up a krenshar anyway. It doesn't make
what?
no sense to me. A krenshar.
Oh, you know what these are?
Of course, yes, they are.
Tell us.
Feline creatures. They have a fear attack. They are, please, they are on page 127 of the Monster Manual. What the krenshar is, yes.
How do they become shadows?
Shadow?
What is that?
Yeah,
That weird little
we
shadow.
tried hitting them and we couldn't even hit them until they were in the light.
No, that is not how the krenshar works. That must be a different creature then. There is no shadow thing.
So these guys had kind of a shimmer thing where they were in one place. It was an illusion thing, but when you hit them, they actually in reality were in another place.
That is sounding very much like a displacement effect. Many creatures from the shadow realm have a displacement effect, but the only way with which to get rid of it is magical light. But krenshars do not have a displacement effect. I'm very certain of this.
How could they
Really?
get one?
These
Would
do.
they be enchanted to have one?
I suppose they could possibly be enchanted. You would have to ask someone more experienced, like perhaps Radcliffe. Radcliffe might know some more.
Do you think the fur might retain some of this magic?
I'm extremely doubtful. I'm very doubtful. And even if the fur did retain some of this magic, I still would request that you throw away the carcass. By the way, it's getting pretty rank. What were you saying?
Yeah, then either these are not krenshars or.
Oh no, this is most definitely a krenshar. This is most definitely a krenshar. So this is either a krenshar that breeded with something else, and who knows what else can be found inside the Great End. We don't even want to talk about that. And then it acquired the ability, or something happened to give it the ability, and all this other stuff. But I can absolutely tell you that the krenshar does not have a shadow.
Did we talk to this Radcliffe guy?
Yes,
The
Radcliffe
carcass
is
is only 12
a
hours old, right?
What?
The carcass is only 12